Hey, how you guys doing? Just want to do another video, talk a little bit more about that Republican Party reorganization meeting that happened last week. I made a video about it. My most recent video I just posted is called Republican Party Coup. And I just want to talk a little bit more about that. And one thing in particular that I just find I find hilarious about these Republicans around here. All right, so the guy that this group of Republicans here, the committee, the precinct committee people, that they wanted to vote into the chair position of the Douglas County Republican Party. They wanted to vote a guy named Brent Hoffman into that position, and one of the main objections that I had and that my group had with Brent Hoffman is that he was the co-president of this group called Justice Matters, which led this effort around here against the jail expansion. And so, as an aside issue, at the meeting last week, he got up there in front of everyone when my friend Linda, who's a committee person, precinct person, when she was questioning him, he got up there in front of everyone and said that, first of all, that he had been associated with Justice Matters. And I'm in the back of the meeting like this, like, what do you mean just associated? You were the co-president. You were not only were associated with it, but you were leading the charge against this jail expansion. And so he's lying about that. He was the co-president, and then he also said he's no longer affiliated with the group. But we got a screenshot of the website of Justice Matters from November 18th, so just the other day, and it lists him as the co-president still. So he's lying about that. But those aren't the issues that I want to talk about here in this video. What I want to talk about is that as part of his role with Justice Matters against the jail expansion here in Douglas County, is that he also pushed for and advocated and ultimately got approved the quarter-cent mental health sales tax that the county voted on it was either 2017 or 2019. I can't remember off the top of my head. But so anyways, when I was running for Douglas County Commissioner here, one of the things that I was proposing that I would do as County Commissioner in order to help with to reduce taxes around here and to help people, financially that could be struggling right now, is that I wanted to put on the ballot to do a couple of things, let the people decide among a couple of things what they wanted to do with that quarter-cent sales tax. If they could completely eliminate it, cap it, suspend it, that type of thing. And the other reason why I wanted to put it on there is because that money from that quarter-cent sales tax obviously is going to mental health agencies around here. And over the past couple months, there's been articles written about just how piss poor the mental health agencies are around here in Lawrence and in Douglas County. And then there was just another article yesterday, or today in LJ World, about how the director of the Treatment and Recovery Center, the executive director, he resigned. The center isn't even open yet. It got formally opened up in June, and it still hasn't opened its doors. Here we are, almost into December. So it's just all this money from this quarter-cent sales tax that's being used to fund these agencies that aren't providing good services, and in fact aren't even opening their doors when they say they are. And there's such such a chaotic mess in some of these places that one of the directors of the center, of one of the centers, has to resign. So I mean, that money is just wasteful spending, and I wanted to, me personally, I wanted to get rid of it, but I ultimately leave it up to the voters to decide on that. So anyways, what I'm saying is that as the Republican candidate, I was against increasing taxes. And a lot of those Republican committee people that were in that meeting last week to vote in Brent Hoffman to lead the Douglas County GOP, not only didn't support me, but actively opposed me and tried to get people to not vote for me or to vote for other candidates, but yet would unanimously vote for a guy in Brent Hoffman who wanted to and helped get their taxes increased. And so I think it's hilarious that these Republicans they don't understand that, and they still think that somehow I'm the bad guy, my group is the bad guy, and a guy like Brent Hoffman is a good guy in all this. And it's just like, you dumb motherfuckers. You absolute stupid motherfuckers, man. I mean, that tells me without a doubt, I've already long had this suspicion, but it tells me without a doubt, it confirms it, that those committee people in there are not Republicans. They're signing petition to have an independent governor candidate on there that split the vote with the Republican candidate that ultimately got the Democrat elected. Now, if that doesn't tell you that they're not Republicans, well, the fact that they're backing this guy to lead the party who does not represent Republican values at all, namely not raising taxes, just makes me go, you dumb motherfuckers. And then they oppose the guy that would have worked to try and eliminate that, or at least let the people decide what they want to do with that tax. But I would have been against that tax, and they were against me because they just don't like me. I guess I yell and I cuss, and they don't like my tactics, they don't like my hair, and they don't like the way I look, they don't like the way I talk. But it's what I've been saying this whole time, is that people are just so easily tricked. A guy like Brent Hoffman he's a con man, and this is just a classic example of that. He's able to trick people into thinking that he's a good guy and can run and represent the Republican Party around here, but meanwhile he had advocated to increase taxes around here. And then you got a guy like me that I ain't a smooth talking politician, and that's just it's just an example of how easily people are fooled. They want someone to look a certain way and talk a certain way and say certain things, and it just makes them lose all objectivity, makes them lose all reasoning, everything, and morals, values. All of it just goes out the door to satisfy their own conditioned response to not necessarily a person's character, but just how they look. Looks can be deceiving. All around, looks can be deceiving. And I mean, I find it hilarious. I was like, that's what I was talking about for months while I was campaigning, is don't get caught up in the way I look, get caught up in what I want to do as a commissioner. And I just want to say, you dumb motherfuckers, all you committee people, all you Republican committee people out there that didn't support me and opposed me, but yet are voting in a guy that raised taxes. You're going to get what you deserve, and I don't feel sorry for you at all. I think you guys are a bunch of cowardly, dumb motherfuckers who are, from all looks, from the outside, looks like you guys are in a cult. You have a cult mindset. You guys got brainwashed, and I think it's hilarious. But time will tell. We'll see what happens with the Republican Party around here. Only time will tell on that. But I appreciate you guys checking out my video, and we'll talk to you guys later.